What's an invention that's still around today but has lost sight of its original purpose? Play-Doh was supposed to be a wallpaper cleaner originally. There are several drugs that would make the list. Cocaine and Viagra for sure though. Electric pen by Edison are now tattoo machines. High-heeled shoes. They were originally for men and used for horse riding, as the heels were supposed to keep the feet more secure in the stirrups. Now, they are just fancy women's shoes. Maybe it's been said already. Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper were originally marketed as medicine and health tonics. I believe Dr. Pepper's original name was something like Dr. Pepper's Health Elixir. Edited for spelling. Kleenex. Its original purpose was to act as insulation in gas masks during World War I. After the war, its parent company advertised it as a way to remove makeup. Edit. Added context for when this happened. Edit. Fixed my grammar. You savages. For every pipe cleaner that actually cleans a pipe. 500. 000 get twisted into children's art projects. Bubble wrap. It was made to be a textured wallpaper. MTV. A. Music television. Viagra. It was invented as a blood pressure medicine. Microwave transmitters were originally created to transmit radar signals in World War II. When a worker noticed that being near the transmitter melted a candy bar in his pocket, it led to the development of the microwaves that we use in our homes today. Nalgene bottles. The plastic water bottles that are popular with hikers, campers, other outdoor activity folks were originally created for use as medical scientific lab equipment as a lighter. Shatterproof alternative to glass. Hitachi Magic Wand. It was originally intended as a massager. Phones. They are hardly used for making phone calls anymore. Superglue. I think it was originally an instant suture in med kits for soldiers in Vietnam. Menstrual pads. They were invented to soak up blood in bullet wounds. After the war, Kotex had several hundred tons left over and found that nurses had been using them as feminine hygiene. From Wikipedia. Aspartame. https://en.m. Wikipedia. Org Wiki Aspartame. Aspartame was discovered in 1965 by James M. Sclater, a chemist working for G.D. Searle & Company. Sclater had synthesized aspartame as an intermediate step in generating a tetrapeptide of the hormone gastrin, for use in assessing an anti-ulcer drug candidate. 53. He discovered its sweet taste when he licked his finger, which had become contaminated with aspartame, to lift up a piece of paper. 7. 54. 55. Torin Ateris Guerin participated in the development of aspartame as an artificial sweetener. 56. Georgia Mester used to be a cough-cold medicine to help keep mountain climbers in the Alps warm. To be fair, it still can keep you warm and it still tastes like cough-cold medicine. Not really an invention but IQ test. They were never meant to figure out how smart you were. They were for identifying students who may need additional help. The cigar lighter in your car. It can't light cigarettes anymore. It's just a charging port. Edit. I didn't know you can still purchase the attachment that turns it into a functioning lighter. I stand by my comment though. It can be used for its original intended purpose, but that's no longer its common function. Cereal. It was supposed to stop you from wanking if I'm not wrong. Edit. Cornflakes. The pound sign. Edit for non-US folks. The hashtag we used to call it the pound sign. Sort of still do, but mostly on automated phone calls. The best man at a wedding was the best swordsman the groom could afford. If anyone objected to the wedding, the best man would duel him. The honeymoon lasted a whole month after the wedding, where the bride's father would supply the groom with all the mead he could drink. History Channel, Discovery Channel, National Geographic Channel. Duct tape, meant to cover holes in ammo boxes, so the ammo doesn't get wet. Your car's indicator or blinker. It is supposed to let other drivers know your need to turn or change lanes. It is not intended to tell drivers to cut you off or close the gap. Cotton buds. Not meant for ears but for cleaning bacteria and removing dust. Facebook was designed as a platform where college students could connect and stay in touch. Nowadays virtually no college students use Facebook and it's just a site full of fake news, divisive political opinions, and grandparents sharing content that was posted on Reddit 4 weeks ago. Paintball guns. They were originally called paintball markers and were invented as a way for loggers and park rangers to mark trees for trimming, cutting down, etc., without having to walk up to each tree with spray paint or something. A couple of dudes who were using them started shooting at each other for fun and paintball as a sport was born. In fact, some people still call them markers to avoid the stigma some associate with the word gun. Flat-headed screwdrivers. Want a chisel? Grab the flathead. Want a pry bar? Grab the flathead. Want to scrap some shit off something? Grab the flathead. Want to open some paint? Grab the flathead. Want to scribe something? Grab the flathead. I've got a full set of the buggers, can't remember the last time I say a flathead screw. The dashboard. Originally it was a literal board of wood used to protect people from mud and debris from when their horse-drawn whatever would travel at gallop speeds. Now it gives me information about my vehicle's current state and provides audio entertainment. Lissle. It was invented in the 1920s as a vaginal douche. It was marketed to married women to cure the marital grief caused by a stinky hoo-ha. This article from Smithsonian Magazine, https://www.smithsonianmag.com. Smart News. Lissle's vintage ad subtly pushed women to use its disinfectant as birth control. 218,734, https://www.smithsonianmag.com. Smart News. Lissle's vintage ad subtly pushed women to use its disinfectant as birth control. 218,734, has great ads showing poor, beautiful, glamorous ladies whose husbands have totally lost interest in sex with them until they put Lissle up their vaginas. Eek. Daily newspapers. Before TV and even before that radio became so widespread, they used to be the fastest way of getting news and information to people. Nowadays, their emphasis is significantly more on serving as advertising tools, gossip columns, social commentary, etc., than reporting factual news without the extra serving of bullshit on top. The poop knife. Now people just use it to smear peanut butter and fix things. QWERTY keyboards. Originally meant to reduce chances of type heads getting stuck to each other on typewriters. Now persistent touchscreen keyboards. Amyl nitrite, poppers. Originally a cleaning chemical. Now a less than healthy way of making butt sex easier. The news. A lot of the ones created by the military, internet, GPS, canned food for X. Saxophones. Invented in the mid-1800s as an orchestral instrument. Now used almost exclusively in jazz and rock music. Marshmallows were invented by a dentist to help with sore throats and just ended up becoming well-known snack. Bed warmers. They used to be filled with hot coals from the fireplace to warm beds at night. Now, they are mostly hung for decorative display. https://en. Wikipedia. Org wiki bed warmer media file, bedenpen bovenzigd. JPG. Graham crackers. Originally created by Sylvester Graham, who wanted to create a diet that was devoid of pleasurable foods. It is now used to create delicious snacks and is almost used exclusively for its pleasurable flavor. Salad spinners. A stupid waste of kitchen space for an unnecessary utensil. But on the other hand, a great way to equip your underfunded non-profit lab with a $20 centrifuge. Amazon used to sell only books. Handshakes. Originally to show the other person you didn't have a knife up your sleeve. Monopoly. The point of it was to show people how fucked up and unfair corporations are to the common person. Toasters. They were originally used to toast bread, but now they are used as bath bombs. Antidepressants. It was found on accident in a study searching for medicine for epilepsy. At the same time, finasteride is a cure against male pattern baldness, which started out as a cure against the enlargement of the prostate, but is still being used as a cure against the enlargement of prostate. Edit. It was a trial for tuberculosis and not epilepsy. The Internet. Q-tips. You're not supposed to clean your ears with them. The computer was originally invented to compute mathematical problems. Today we use it to watch porn and write stuff on Reddit. Copyright. It was supposed to ensure that people were sufficiently rewarded to produce original works, that there was a steady stream of new works, and after a reasonably short period of time others would be free to use those works to build new ones and increase the supply of creative works in society. Now it's a device designed to protect a steady stream of income for corporations and their shareholders for 100 years or more. Aren't Hitachi wands supposed to be personal massagers? Dogs. They used to help us hunt. Now they're just cute. Glove boxes. Kinda. Crystal meth was made by Germany in World War II to help soldiers last longer without sleep, I am pretty sure. Slinky was originally meant to be used as springs inside sensitive boat devices. Mechanical engineer Richard James invented the Slinky by accident. In 1943. He was working to devise springs that could keep sensitive ship equipment steady at sea. After accidentally knocking some samples off a shelf, he watched in amazement as they gracefully walked down instead of falling. Along with his wife Betty, James developed a plan to turn his invention into the next big novelty toy. Source: National Toy Hall of Fame. https://www.toyhalloffame.org. Toy Slinky. WD-40 aka water displacement, the 40th attempt. WD-40 was invented to keep the outer skin of missiles from rust and corrosion. Hair. Missile skin. Penicillin. It was a happy accident, but one nonetheless. Rogaine, or the active ingredient if you want to be picky, was originally used as a medicine to lower blood pressure. It worked, but a side effect was hair growth. The drug Accutane was originally developed to fight fast-developing cancers. It's now prescribed for acne. Benadryl was developed as a sleep aid, but its antihistamine properties were better. Also, and maybe this has been said, but the pound sign started as shorthand for pound weight, then commonly used in the 80s for voicemail access. Now it's used to light fires on social media. The microplane was initially developed as a wood rasp, but now it's used pretty much exclusively for zesting lemons and grating Parmesan cheese. The smaller pocket in jeans.